Yes, the Zyberswap DAX is still alive and running on Arbitrum. Now, over the past month, I did post several videos on the project. Not sure how many people capitalized on the earnings opportunities then, but even now, today, with the price of the token plummeting, there are still earning opportunities. And I'm going to show you this in real numbers in regards to real yield that could potentially earn to the platform. And I'm judging the numbers based on last week's performance. And I'm going to bring you all the latest updates that they've been doing because the team is not sleeping here. I'm gonna kick this off by saying that yes, indeed, to address the elephant in the room, because many people, like I always keep saying, look at what's advertised. So the price of the native asset, whatever that is, and the total value locked inside a protocol. And that's it. They don't look a bit further. And that is something that, unfortunately, when it comes to projects like this, is very, insufficient. So there needs to be more research done to understand how things work here. And with that, I'm gonna talk about everything they've been doing because, like I said, there are updates. There are several of them actually, and some of them are quite substantial. So first things first, I'm gonna say that they keep running their IDOs. So there are still IDOs that are being made. The latest one has been completed successfully. So all the SZIB holders contributed 100K plus. And that's good money. That's good money, meaning there are still interest, there are still people on the platform, there are still people willing to participate. So now it remains to be seen if the project is going to perform well by itself. All right. Now moving forward, I did speak about the new IOU that they introduced called SZIB. So you can redeem that or mint it with the ZIB token itself. And that is generating, for all the stakers of the platform itself, is generating approximately 70% plus APR in terms of real money. So that's money you're getting for staking your SZIB. And that's quite impressive, again, if you compare it to the overall market. They introduced the ZIB ETH V3 farm. That didn't exist. Now it does. I mean, you're familiar with V3 farms, hopefully, or with V3 as a liquidity providing tool. That's one. They also have fiat on ramp now, so they introduced this for both their platforms, this one and SynthSwap on Base. I did a video on this, by the way, you can check it out. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below. And there are, I think, two providers here, Transact and Cato, and that's also very important. And last but not least, they did launch on Optimism, but as promised, they didn't include the native asset on Optimism. And most of the fees that the platform generates that doesn't go back to the liquidity providers there is gonna move back to the SZIB holders. That's what they said. So the plan here is that they're gonna branch out on other chains, and everything earned there on these chains is gonna flow back to the SZIB holders on the main chain, aka the Arbitrum chain. All right. So grosso modo, TLDR, those are the latest updates. Now, you are the one who can judge by yourself if those are things that are worth mentioning, if those things are actually moving progress and pulling the protocol in the right direction, so to speak. And speaking of right direction, because like I said, all these things are cool and all, but if you are somebody who wants to enter this, you need to make something out of it. And that's the point. Like, nothing is gonna pique your interest other than actual numbers that you can actually earn. So moving a bit forward, right now, in the V3 pools, particularly, because I'm not gonna focus on the automated farms where you earn SZIB as a reward, keep those aside, the V3 pools themselves have quite the impressive stats in regards to real yield. And I'm talking fees gathered by liquidity providers. So ETH/USDC, and those, like I said, are based on a 7-day performance track, so 1 week. 37% APR in fees, so that's what you're earning in both ETH and ETH/USDC. Wrap BTC/USDC is giving you 21.57%, ETH/ARB 18.55%. Now those percentages are calculated based the amount of fees generated the last 7 days, and you divide that number by the liquidity available for each of these pairs, and you get that number. All right, so that's how it works. And that's how I came up with these numbers. You're not gonna see them on the platform, of course, you're gonna get an idea, but this is it. So that's disregarding all the additional ZIB rewards that you would get if you would stake your pair in the manual farms. So you get additional ZIB rewards, and those are ranging between 20 to 55%. I would say it depends, because there's a fixed amount of ZIB rewards that are earned in that particular liquidity farm, and then it get distributed based on each user's position. So it varies. And then, like I said, if you disregard the price of the asset, so if you're not willing to sell at such a low price, you transition to as ZIB 1-1, and then you earn that 70% APR. So overall, if you think about it, put the price of the token aside, it's a nice flow of income. You generate good money based on good volume. You take the rewards that you get from the farm. So the first real money, you get that, you back that ETH, USDC, RAD, BTC, ARB, whatever that is. You put it in your wallet. That's one. Two, all the additional ZIB that you'll be getting, you can just take those, transform them to a ZIB, and take advantage of the trickle of passive income you're getting from the profit sharing staking pool. So overall, I think, in my personal opinion, even though yes, earning potential here has decreased a bit if I were to compare this to a month, 2 months, 3 months ago, but it's still a good place to earn some money on the Arbitrum chain if you go about all the protocols, and that's what I did. Now, yes, if you go on DeFi Llama and you again check the metric that I like the most, so volume to TVL ratio, they're still above 2, which is quite impressive if you ask me. And I'm gonna end this video just by saying that the team, like I said, they didn't disregard Zyberswap, even though they're now focused on SynthSwap running on Base. And honestly, I'm quite surprised at the latest outcome in regards to announcement, in regards to their approach and everything in between. So you can clearly see that the price has rebounded. The Thins tokens price has rebounded here, and now it's sitting nicely above 40 bucks. I'm curious to see how the developments will happen, and this was facilitated by the fact that their tokenomics are quite solid on Base. So every other DEX ran the mile to inflate their tokens, grab as much as possible in regards to TVL, and at the end of the day they're gonna crash to zero, while this one should keep growing by design. And that's what they're going with. They learned from their mistake in Zyberswap in regards to tokenomics of the native asset ZIB. Very high inflation, very high total supply, and they used that to build a better product in terms of tokenomics, at least on on the Base chain. So that's it. That's all I have to say today. I really hope I brought you some clarity. I really hope you stuck around till the end. Any questions, as usual, go on the Telegram, search me out and ask me. And if you're not in our Telegram chat room, link is in the description below. Do consider joining. Lots of matured investors. Very cool topics circling around, everything within the norms of respect and honesty. With that, see you in the next one. Have a good one.